This is a Complex article called, I don't know if the article's complex, but it's from a place called Complex.
Sure.
It's called A Claim That Shrimp Tails Were Found in Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cereal Box Leads to Hilarious Jokes.
Okay.
Uh,
Do we have pictures?
yeah, there's some pictures.
Okay.
So it says on Monday, comedian Jensen Karp tweeted a photo of what he believes were shrimp tails in his beloved cinnamon breakfast cereal. He tagged parent company General Mills, to which it replied that it would report the incident to the quality control team and send Karp a new box, something he ultimately wasn't in the mood for. So here's the original tweet. At CTC Squares, why are there shrimp tails in my cereal? This is not a bit. And if we look at the picture, it does appear that there are some unwanted shrimp tails
Interesting.
cooked into the thing.
Yeah, they look like shrimp tails.
Right?
At least from here.
So
Yeah.
it says shortly after General Mills wrote that the very shrimp looking things that Karp found in his cereal box were, interestingly, not deep sea creatures, but rather globs of cinnamon.
Globs of cinnamon, huh?
Yeah. It says,
Yeah.
after further investigation with our team that closely examined the image, it appears to be an accumulation of the cinnamon sugar that sometimes can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended, the cereal's account wrote. We assure you that there is no possibility of cross-contamination with shrimp. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, after further investigation with my eyes, these are cinnamon-coated shrimp tails, you weirdos. I wasn't all that mad until now you tried to gaslight me. They do indeed look like shrimp tails. And on some of the comments, there's like oceanographers and such who've downloaded the pictures and are actually annotating the different parts of the shrimp tails to be like,
Okay,
I know
okay.
it's a shrimp tail.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Got it.
So going to Jensen Karp's Twitter, and his podcast is called Talk Ain't Cheap. He has updates all the way to 47 minutes ago
Okay.
of like an email he got from Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let me just also explain that there is intermediate stuff before this where he is now getting these shrimp tails. He's gotten an agreement with somebody who apparently saw this tweet to DNA test the shrimp tails to make sure that they are shrimp tails.
Oh,
He
jeez.
also found a bunch of these little black things,
Oh,
which he
what's
is only
that?
calling them black things. We don't know what they are. But he found a bunch of them, and he found them baked into his Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Here we go. Something regarding the stupid "did he fake this" take. There are black items cooked onto the squares, and tons of it at the bottom of the bag, in addition to shrimp tails and other sugar-coated junk. Also, it's only viral because of their insane response. I would have dropped it. So he's got these little, what look like...
What do you think that is?
It looks like maggots or something. It looks like
That's so
something,
gross.
some kind of bugs.
Because I mean, that was like my first thought was like, I don't like how can we prove that this is right? Like maybe it is,
Yeah,
but also I was like, okay, how he has the picture of the cinnamon toast crunch,
yeah.
like on this table or whatever. Like, wouldn't he have like poured the cereal into a
He
bowl?
said he ate a whole bowl of it before he noticed this stuff.
He ate a whole bowl of it.
Yeah, and like he also went through the rest of the bag after finding the shrimp tails.
So when I wonder like when he noticed the shrimp tails because if he ate a whole bowl of it and
Right.
then he poured out more or maybe he just noticed in the bag that there were these shrimp tails.
Well, it was his. From what I read earlier, I don't know which tweet it is, but it was that he ate a bowl of it, like
Okay.
someday, and then he ate another. He was trying to eat another bowl of it, and that's when he poured the non-cinnamon toast crunch artifacts into a bowl and looked at it and said, "This is very weird."
Mm-hmm.
And then, as
poured
you
it out
do,
onto a table, I guess.
yeah, poured it onto a table, and then tweeted about it, and then later on went through the rest of the bag to find out that there was more stuff on it.
Yeah, yeah.
So here we go.
I will say the additional stuff makes me more questioning.
Him?
No, not him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess less questioning.
Somebody is saying that those black things might be mouse or rat droppings.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed they made a home in a bag of flour or other raw ingredient, and all of the shrimp, string, and everything else is their scavenged items. Okay, so here...
That's disturbing.
Here, I want to just get to the part where he shows, like, this other stuff he found in it.
What?
So... He's definitely a comedian, right? But this is like good to milk for jokes for sure. I know when this happened to me with different things, I only did like 1 or 2 tweets and was like, whatever, it's kind of funny. And I think he's going back at them because Cinnamon Toast Crunch itself is like, no, you're lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is trying to say that it appears to be an accumulation of cinnamon sugar that can sometimes occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended. As though, if that were the case, it would come out looking specifically like another item that exists, like shrimp tails. Wouldn't it just look like a blob of cinnamon sugar?
Yeah, that seems odd to me that they would say that. Like, I would think that they would just deny it entirely and be like, you must have put this in here. Well, I don't know how they would say it, but, like, because they're acknowledging that it's, like, something weird is in here, and clearly, like, by the photos, these are not cinnamon sugar clusters or whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
So then why are they saying... Like, why would they say that?
So I think it's a liability thing because, look, there's no possibility of cross-contamination with shrimp. And I'm reading this from the perspective of a boss or a manager at Cinnamon Toast Crunch saying something like, there's no possibility, like, that we are going to own up to possibly contaminating our food with shrimp. Because, yes, this is something that people have, like, deadly shellfish allergies. Some kid could eat this and die.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I mean, I don't know if you can die from just eating a tail or whatever, but still.
I don't know.
Here's a DM he had with the account. Thank you, Jensen. We would also like to send you some General Mills vouchers for this unpleasant experience. If that's okay with you, we'll send them right away. He says, no, you just told me it wasn't shrimp tails. He goes, imagine a universe where I'm like, yuck, these are shrimp tails. Then I re-examine them a few hours later and realize, nope, these are just accumulations of sugar. Okay, so they want me to send them the shrimp tails for a closer look. These are obviously shrimp tails, so I will be keeping one as evidence as I now feel like Sandra Bullock in the net. So, this is another one. This looks like a pea or some kind of bean, some kind of thing like that that's in there. It says, for real, someone tell me these aren't like maggots or bugs. Is it shrimp adjacent? Also just found this weird cinnamon-covered pea thing. I wish this was a joke.
I'm curious to see now if anyone else, like, steps forward and says, oh, I had the same thing in my box. Because for, like, the shrimp tails, the couple of them, I could see somehow that... Well, I don't know how that would get in a box here.
I think at this point, like, the thing I agree with is that person who's, like, a rat in a bag of flour... just collected some items,
sure,
and got in the flour and like stored them in that.
But then,
bag.
like, other people should find this as well in their bags too. I would think so.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see if that happens.
So let's look in here. This is other stuff he found. So he found all this in the bag here.
What?
Yeah. So we've got couple of shrimp tail, some little leafy things.
What?
More and more, I'm like, yeah, that person who said the thing about the rat probably collecting treasure is probably right.
Oh, man.
I'm just zooming in so that it get rid of this right rail.
Okay.
Okay, he says he's going on TMZ Live tomorrow, so we'll have to see what happens.
I mean, what do you think there's any chance he's faking it to like get people to find out about his podcast or whatever? Or do you think it's all legit?
I don't know. I think I believe him just because he's saying like he's a comedian. He's saying like this is not a joke. I'm like interacting with different people on the brand team. I'm getting someone to DNA test these shrimp tails. Like he's pretty upset. He's angry.
Yeah.
Which if this is real, he has a right to be angry.
Absolutely.
And I also think like no way.
What?
So it says update. My wife has so this makes me think more that it's fake, but like it can't be fake. Update. My wife has a stronger stomach than me and checked the other bag in the family pack. Oh, okay, so it came from a family pack.
Okay.
This one seems taped up, ? And also appears to include, I don't even want to say it, dental floss. Okay, so there is some dental floss apparently right here.
Okay. Wait,
Very
it's
strange.
taped up? What is he saying?
Taped up like here.
Like with tape?
Yeah, like with tape. We can't see it, but it's like over the middle of it. You can kind of see it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now he's throwing out that it was the Woodland Hills Costco. So maybe it's possible that in the Costco or in a warehouse or in a that some worker is throwing some little things inside of bags.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe that either because like solidarity with workers. But but that's also a possibility.
Okay.
He says, I genuinely wish this was not real. All day I've tried cognitive dissonance, yet it is still real. And what he means is I've just tried to believe it was fake. I tried to believe that this didn't happen to me.
I mean, sure. Yeah, maybe it is real.
He also seems to have landed with the idea that black is rat droppings baked onto the squares. The shrimp and string are collections. It looks like something got into a bag of dry mix and nested. And he says, this is also where I've currently landed, unfortunately. It makes me want to wash my mouth out with acid. But also, it doesn't explain the weird taped bag. Is there anyone on LA Twitter who can test these black pieces for me? Okay, he says, morning update. This is from today. I feel fine. I am going to get the black stuff tested today and also going to talk to the Costco. Most importantly, nothing new from General Mills since they asked me to send them the shrimp tails that they had tried to convince me was sugar.
Okay, so like this person is like really going in on this, and so that makes me seem like it's true. Like it's because why go to like all this effort?
I don't know. I feel the opposite.
Really?
I feel like the more that there is about this, the more it's gonna be like a fabrication.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because, like, if you were doing something like this, which I'm not saying Jensen Karp is, I truly don't believe he is, you want to create a sensation and then capitalize on that moment you created.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, maybe that's like, maybe he, like, discovered the shrimp tails and everything at the same time, but then decided to draw it out for a while.
This also... Like, I understand that this... Yeah, how can you do this, to be honest? Like, I was trying to, just in my head now, be like, how would I fake doing this?
Gross.
You'd have to... I don't even know.
I think you could also Photoshop.
Oh, you could use Photoshop, maybe, yeah.
I don't know that that's true. Like, it looks real-ish, I guess.
It looks real, dude. I don't know.
And
Plus,
like
there's like the
that.
specs in the bottom.
Yeah. It'd be a lot of work to
Yeah, to fake
fabricate
this. Yeah.
all of it. I mean, still possible, but okay.
He's tweeted at the US FDA. He says you up. See, that's this tweet would never get 10,000 likes in a normal
Yeah.
circumstance. So
Yeah.
So he is getting like some comedian clout out of this.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, I'll keep one so you don't continue to try to say it's sugar and make me look insane. Because he's having a back and forth. They've asked him now to send them the shrimp tails
right.
for forensic analysis.
Right.
They
Forensic
say
analysis?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. They'll probably get the bag and like burn it. They'll incinerate all the evidence. Hi Jensen, our team reached out to you by phone and left a voicemail. We wanted to set up time to have FedEx stop by to pick up the items you found and all the packaging. FedEx needs a 3 to 4 hour window where you are going to be available for them to stop by. Please let us know what works best for you. Continuing full transparency for those concerned about their products. This is the first I've heard from them since yesterday when they said they were sending an envelope, and my new response. Okay, so now Cinnamon Toast Crunch says, while we are still investigating this matter, we can say with confidence that this did not occur at our facility. We are waiting for the customer to send us the package to investigate further. Any consumers who notice their cereal box or bag has been tampered with, such as the clear tape that was found in this case, should contact us at 1-800-328-1144. He got in a car with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
This is just...
And he's driving to
okay.
a lab, but the lab apparently is sending him to pest control. So who knows if he'll get them tested today. We could just scroll up his Twitter and find out. Some updates. I am now in touch with a testing lab regarding the black things, which I will not yet be calling by any other name for my own sanity. Also, a research company will be paying to DNA test the shrimp tail. 2021, y'all. I want to also explain this. I have no idea how this stuff got in my cereal bags, and neither does CTC Squares. It definitely could have been contaminated in the Costco, though that doesn't explain the squares with the black stuff cooked onto it, or the sugar coating on the shrimp. My point is, their initial reaction to shellfish being in the bag was to tell me it was sugar, not to investigate the issue or look into it. It's a deadly allergy to many and non-kosher, and that didn't seem to matter beyond offering me a new box. I originally approached them thinking it would help out. Then, they said I'm mistaking sugar for a crustacean. Anyway, I'm testing the DNA of a shrimp tail now, so I hope everyone is happy.
Yeah, I wonder, like, if Cinnamon Toast Crunch responded and was like, we're, like, taking this very seriously, and we're doing an investigation into this, blah, blah, blah. I wonder how that would have gone then. Like, with this Jensen guy.
I mean, he said he would have dropped it. I guess we don't know.
We don't know. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens here over the next couple of days, if there's anything new that comes out about this.
Yeah, look for our we won't follow this up if anything happens about it.
Probably not.
There's not going to be like a couple of takes follow up to fact check ourselves. This is just for sensationalism. 100% sensationalism.
You get what you get.
You get what you get. A lot like if you buy a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch at Costco in Woodview Hills, Woodview Valley, Los Angeles. Okay.
Okay.